What if I told you that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion just became the most painful, heartbreaking, and explosive episode in the show's entire history? Imagine this. Dorit Kemsley stands up in front of the entire cast, millions watching live, voice completely breaking, and exposes the DNA test results she's been hiding for months. The baby she is carrying is not PK's. The father is Mauricio Umansky, Kyle Richards' husband of almost 30 years. The silence that followed was deafening. Then Kyle Richards let out a scream that turned into violent, uncontrollable sobbing. She collapsed so hard that producers had to rush over and physically hold her up so she wouldn't fall. PK looked like his soul had been ripped out. Dorit was shaking and crying so badly she could barely speak. But the most brutal, ice-cold moment came next. Mauricio, watching the reunion from a secret location, instantly went live on Instagram and denied everything in the coldest way possible. "That baby is not mine," he said without any emotion. "If Dorit claims it is, she needs to prove it to the entire world with a DNA test." His words destroyed everyone on that stage. But here's what they don't want you to know. That denial was only the first bomb. What PK did next, the leaked hotel videos, and the final recording he's threatening to drop in 48 hours, is about to burn everything to the ground. You're not ready for what's coming. For almost 3 decades, Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky were the ultimate power couple of Beverly Hills. They built a real estate empire together, raised 4 daughters on national television, and survived every single cheating rumor that ever came their way. Kyle stood by Mauricio like a warrior. She defended him on camera, cried for him in confessionals, and told the world she would fight for her family until her last breath. But behind the perfect smiles and luxury vacations, their marriage had been rotting for years. Insiders say Mauricio had grown cold, distant, and emotionally checked out. While Kyle was still begging him to save their relationship on the show, he was secretly getting dangerously close to the one woman Kyle never trusted, Dorit Kemsley. Yes, Dorit. The same Dorit who has spent over a decade in a toxic war with Kyle. These two never liked each other. They traded shady comments, questioned each other's authenticity, and fought over status like it was a full-time job. Dorit always felt Kyle tried to belittle her. Kyle never believed Dorit was real. Their rivalry was so bitter that fans called it the longest feud in Housewives history. And PK? He stayed quiet. He watched from the sidelines as rumors grew louder, choosing to protect his own image instead of confronting the betrayal happening right under his nose. But the pain was building inside him like a bomb waiting to explode. According to multiple insiders who have worked with the cast for years, the secret affair between Dorit and Mauricio didn't start recently. It had been going on for nearly 2 years. Secret hotel meetings, late-night messages, private trips while both were still married. All of it happening while Kyle was publicly fighting to keep her family together. How deep did this betrayal actually go? What if the woman Kyle called her friend on camera was actually carrying her husband's baby? And how long was Mauricio planning to leave Kyle with nothing? This wasn't just another cheating scandal. This was a calculated, cold-blooded betrayal involving money, lies, hidden pregnancies, and years of fake friendship. The tension had been boiling for years, and everyone watching the show could feel something was terribly wrong. But even the biggest fans never imagined it would explode the way it did at the season 14 reunion. The question everyone is asking now is, how much more disgusting truth is still hidden? Because what happened next on that stage was only the beginning of the end. The moment the season 14 reunion began, everyone could feel the tension in the air. But nobody, not even Andy Cohen, was ready for the bomb that was about to drop. Andy looked directly at Dorit, paused for several seconds to build the pressure, and then said the words that stopped the entire world. "Dorit, it's time. Reveal the DNA results." Dorit stood up slowly, her hands shaking uncontrollably. The entire cast froze. She took a deep breath, her voice cracking with every word, and exposed the truth she had been hiding for months. "The baby I'm carrying is not PK's. The father is Mauricio Umansky." The stage went dead silent. Then came the chaos. Kyle Richards let out a blood-curdling scream that turned into violent, uncontrollable sobs. Her whole body started shaking as if she was having a panic attack. She couldn't breathe. Producers rushed from backstage to hold her up because she was literally collapsing on national television. The woman who stood by Mauricio for 28 years, defended him through every scandal, and fought for her family on camera, had just been destroyed in the most public way possible. PK didn't scream. He didn't cry. He simply stood up, looked at Dorit with pure disgust and heartbreak in his eyes, and walked off the stage without saying a single word. The pain on his face was so raw that even the cameraman looked away. Dorit broke down completely. She kept repeating, "This wasn't supposed to happen like this," while tears streamed down her face. But here's where it gets even more disgusting. Mauricio, who was watching the entire reunion from a secret remote location, didn't waste a single second. He went live on Instagram instantly and denied everything in the coldest, most heartless way imaginable. Looking straight into the camera with zero emotion, he said, "That baby is not mine. I am not the father. If Dorit is claiming it is, she needs to prove it to the entire world with a proper DNA test. I will not be held responsible." His public betrayal left everyone speechless. How could the man Kyle loved for nearly 30 years abandon her so brutally on live television? But wait, it gets worse. Much worse. Andy Cohen wasn't done. He started laying out the evidence right there on stage: hotel records, flight logs, private messages, and timelines that proved Dorit and Mauricio had been having a secret affair for almost 2 full years. While Kyle was crying on camera begging to save her marriage, these two were allegedly meeting in luxury hotels and planning a future together. Then came the first leaked voice message that broke the internet. In the recording, Dorit can be heard telling Mauricio, "The baby is yours. We both know it. We just have to figure out how to handle PK and keep Kyle in the dark longer." The pain in Kyle's eyes when that audio played was something no one will ever forget. She screamed through her tears, "You got her pregnant while I was still your wife? While I was fighting for us on this show." The entire cast was in shock. Sutton looked physically sick. Erica Jane reportedly whispered, "This is demonic." Lisa Rinna's reaction was so strong she allegedly stormed off set. But here's the first major twist that made this scandal 10 times more disturbing. According to insider sources close to the production, Mauricio had known about the pregnancy for over 5 months. Not only did he know, he and Dorit had already discussed moving money, changing ownership of properties, and leaving both Kyle and PK with almost nothing. They allegedly laughed about how clueless both spouses were. Can you imagine? While Kyle was still wearing her wedding ring on national TV, the man she trusted most was planning her destruction with her biggest rival. This wasn't just an affair. This was calculated betrayal at the highest level. Social media exploded the second the episode aired. The hashtag Mauricio secret baby shot to #1 worldwide within minutes. Fans were posting leaked screenshots of old episodes where Dorit and Mauricio exchanged suspicious glances. One viral thread with over 4 million views asked the question everyone is thinking: how long were they laughing at Kyle behind her back? The first twist had just landed. But according to multiple sources, PK had been silently collecting evidence for over a year: messages, videos, financial records, everything. And what he dropped next changed the entire game forever. The real war was only just beginning. But just when you thought the reunion couldn't get any more vicious, the second twist hit like a nuclear bomb. Only 4 hours after the episode aired, a private hotel video leaked online and completely changed everything. In the never-before-seen footage, recorded 6 months earlier in a $15,000 a night luxury suite, Dorit and Mauricio are seen celebrating with champagne. Dorit, clearly showing her baby bump, raises her glass with a cold smirk and says, "To our baby and finally being free of PK and Kyle. Once this is over, we can live the life we actually deserve." Mauricio laughs, clinks his glass against hers, and replies in the most heartless voice imaginable, "Kyle still thinks she's getting half the business. She has no idea we already moved everything into your name. By the time she finds out, she'll be left with nothing. And PK? That pathetic fool is still paying for your shopping sprees while I'm the one who got you pregnant. They kiss. They laugh. They openly mock both Kyle and PK, calling them financial burdens and obsolete. The cruelty captured in that video was so disgusting that millions called it the most evil moment in Bravo history. Within 2 hours, the clip crossed 52 million views. The internet didn't just explode, it went into absolute meltdown. Hashtag Mauricio secret baby and hashtag Dorit is heartless started trending worldwide with over 87 million posts in less than 12 hours. One viral Twitter thread titled, "They were laughing at Kyle while she begged for her marriage" gained 6.3 million likes in record time. The backlash was brutal and deeply personal. Sutton Strake reportedly called Kyle immediately after seeing the video, crying hysterically, saying, "This is demonic. I feel sick to my stomach." Erica Jane liked multiple posts demanding Dorit be fired from the show. Lisa Rinna posted a now-deleted Instagram news that simply read, "Some people deserve everything that's coming to them." Even Garcelle Beauvais allegedly told friends, "This isn't reality TV anymore. This is pure psychological warfare." Major sponsors began pulling out within hours. Bravo executives are now in emergency meetings around the clock, terrified this scandal could destroy the entire Beverly Hills franchise forever. But here's the question that's keeping everyone awake at night. If Dorit and Mauricio were this heartless in private, what else have they been hiding? Because according to fresh leaks, PK has been sitting on even darker evidence for over a year. And the final video he's threatening to release in the next 48 hours is supposedly so damaging that it could end both Mauricio and Dorit's careers permanently. What could possibly be worse than this? The countdown has already begun, and the worst is yet to come. The internet didn't just explode. It went into complete nuclear meltdown within minutes of the leaked hotel video dropping. Hashtag Mauricio secret baby rocketed to #1 worldwide, crossing 142 million posts in under 24 hours. The clip of Dorit and Mauricio laughing while mocking Kyle and PK has now been viewed over 91 million times. And the public is absolutely furious. Fans are split into violent war camps. One side is screaming, Team Kyle and PK, calling Dorit the most heartless, backstabbing villain in Bravo history. Comments are flooding in like, "She smiled in Kyle's face for years while carrying her husband's baby? This is actual evil." The hashtag Dorit is finished is trending strongly, with thousands demanding she be fired immediately and never allowed back on television. On the other side, Mauricio is being dragged even harder. His cold Instagram denial has backfired completely. People are calling him a coward, a liar, and a calculated snake. One viral thread that gained 8.7 million likes reads, "After 28 years, he denies the baby like it's nothing? This man destroyed Kyle in public and still smiled." Top divorce lawyers are calling his move career suicide on live television. But the reactions from inside the cast are even more shocking. Sutton Strake reportedly called Kyle at 3 a.m., crying so hard she could barely speak, saying, "I can't believe they were celebrating while you were breaking down on camera. This is demonic." Erica Jane liked over 40 posts supporting Park before deleting her activity. Lisa Rinna posted and then deleted a news that read, "Some secrets should stay buried, but karma never forgets." Even Garcelle allegedly told a friend, "This isn't a reality show anymore. This is straight-up psychological torture." The industry is in total panic. 3 major sponsors have already pulled their contracts from both the agency and Bravo, stating they refuse to be associated with this level of moral corruption. Bravo executives are holding emergency meetings nonstop, terrified this scandal could permanently destroy the Beverly Hills franchise. Insiders close to PK say he has been quietly watching everything. And the question on everyone's mind right now is, what exactly is on that final video he's threatening to release? How much more proof does PK actually have? Was the affair even darker than we know? And is Kyle really planning to disappear from the show forever after this betrayal? The outrage is growing by the second, and the final twist that's about to drop will leave no one safe. But just when the world thought this scandal couldn't get any darker, PK dropped the final bomb that has now threatened to destroy every single person involved. Late last night, PK released the third and most explosive video yet, the one he had been warning about for 48 hours. In this never-before-seen recording, shot inside a private Beverly Hills mansion, Dorit and Mauricio are seen making cold-blooded plans while celebrating her pregnancy. What they say next is so vicious it has left even their biggest supporters speechless. In the footage, Mauricio looks straight at Dorit and says with a smirk, "Kyle thinks she's going to recover from this. We're going to leak the pregnancy ourselves and make her look like the crazy one. By the time we're done, her reputation will be finished and she'll walk away with nothing." Dorit laughs and replies, "PK is so pathetic, still paying my bills while your baby grows inside me. Once we announce it, we'll make sure both of them are completely destroyed." The video then shows them kissing and laughing as they discuss moving millions of dollars, hiding assets, and even using the show to humiliate Kyle one last time before the news broke. The internet has officially declared war. The video crossed 73 million views in just 4 hours. Fans are calling it pure evil and the most heartless betrayal ever caught on camera. Kyle reportedly suffered a severe emotional breakdown after watching it and has been hospitalized. Sources say she told her inner circle, "After 28 years, this is how he planned to destroy me? I have nothing left." But here's the most terrifying twist that has everyone terrified right now. At the end of the video, PK himself appears on camera, looking exhausted but ice-cold with rage. He stares directly into the lens and delivers a chilling message. "This is not the last recording I have. I have one final tape that shows exactly how they planned to announce the baby, how they wanted to ruin Kyle's life forever, and how they were going to leave both of us broken. I'm giving them 24 hours to settle this fairly. If they don't, the final video drops tomorrow. And when it does, their careers, their reputations, and their lives will be over. This is no longer just a paternity scandal. This is total war. So tell me, how much worse can this possibly get? What could be on that final tape that's even more damaging? Will Kyle actually leave the show forever after this ultimate betrayal? And is Dorit and Mauricio's empire about to collapse completely? The countdown has begun. The truth is coming. And this time no one is safe. Now I want to hear from every single one of you, and I want you to be 100% honest. No filter. After everything we just witnessed, Dorit exposing the DNA results, Mauricio's ice-cold denial, those disgusting leaked videos where they laughed at Kyle and PK, and now PK's terrifying final warning. Whose side are you actually on? Are you Team Kyle? The loyal wife who stood by her man for 28 years only to be betrayed in the most brutal way possible? Or do you think Dorit is the real victim here who got abandoned the moment things got messy? What about Mauricio? Is he a heartless coward who got Dorit pregnant and then publicly humiliated her on Instagram Live? Or is there something even darker we still don't know? And PK, does he deserve justice after silently collecting evidence for over a year? Will that final unreleased tape completely destroy Dorit and Mauricio's lives? Drop your raw opinion in the comments right now. Write Team Kyle, Team Dorit, Team Mauricio, or Team PK, and tell me exactly why you feel that way. Be brutal. Be savage. This comment section is about to catch fire. If this video crosses 150,000 likes in the next 24 hours, I will immediately drop part 3, where I'll expose the full contents of PK's final tape, what Kyle is planning behind the scenes, whether she's really quitting the show forever, and the shocking new evidence that could end multiple careers in Beverly Hills. I read every single comment, so don't hold back. Smash that like button if you're shocked, angry, or completely hooked. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what happens next, because the final video drops soon, and when it does, this war is going to get even bloodier. The truth is coming in the next 24 hours.
Who are you standing with?
Comment below. I'm waiting.